Following in the footsteps of his legendary father, this man carved out his own extraordinary rugby league career with the Sharks. A dynamic and versatile and accomplished goal kicker, his speed and agility made him a standout talent, with his ability to deliver a clutch moment cementing his reputation as one of the Sharks' greats. He represented Queensland, Australia, and became a dual international when switching codes and playing for the Wallabies. His achievements with the Sharks and beyond, earning him a place among this club's elite. Tonight, we celebrate his legacy in this Hall of Fame. Inductee number 8, Shark number 301, Matt Rogers.
And Matt Rogers goes for the corner, gets it over the line. For Rogers, here's trouble. Rogers goes in again. Can they score? Yeah! This is good play. Rogers will score. It's intercepted by Rogers. Rogers is underneath it. He's got it. It's a try.
Oh my goodness, Matt, congratulations.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this, but mate, can I just say, I had the pleasure. I came here as an inside back. I played rugby union as a kid. I played fly half. I came here and I was shit at playing in the inside backs. Adam Dykes took my spot. Thank you, Adam. I got to play outside at ET, and he made me. And he'll be humble enough to say he didn't, but I got to play outside this freak of a human being, and you know, within 2 or 3 years, I'm playing for Australia and Queensland, and I just want to say, ET, I worship you. I loved you as a player, and the emotion you have for my dad, I have for you. Thank you. Thank you.
Tonight has been all about recognising the people along the journey, our family, our friends, and the friends that feel like family. And the Rogers name is so cherished and respected here at the club, and what your family were able to share with us a little earlier is something that will stay with us for a long time. What does it mean for you now to be honoured into this Hall of Fame on the very same night as your dad?
Oh, I don't even know what to say. I think I've cried enough tears. But what I will say is this: it's not the players you play with every day that make it. It's the players that are around you for the years leading up. And you know, I had a great schoolboy career, and I got the opportunity to come and play at Cronulla. But it was the guys that I played with in the under-21s and reserve grade. And I got asked just the other day. It's like, who do you, when you go back to Cronulla, who do you want to hang out with the most? You know, who are the players that you miss the most? And I got to tell you, one of them, like none of you would know his name, but it's Luke Taper. Like, he's sitting up there right now. Tapes, I love you so much. You know, like, he lived in a wild place back in the day on Lynx Ave. And a few of the players know that. And I was living in a family home, and I'd go and I was a freeloader. I'd rock up on Friday, I'd leave on Monday. But he'd look after me, but we all helped each other, you know, like as hard as the game was, and as wild as we were back in those days, we had a trainer. He's in this box over here, Craig Clifton, and he worked in juvenile justice, and thank Christ he did, because he had to deal with a lot of us. And he's like, boys, if you want to make it, you got to do this and this and this. And mate, I loved the journey, you know, like the adventure that I went on to get to where I went to. It's amazing. But, you know, my father was just an amazing performer in this field. And like Don said, we grew up on this field. Like from the age, people say to me, does it annoy you getting like recognised when you go out? I said, mate, from the age that I've been 4 years old, from the age that I could remember, we were somebody because of my dad. And I'm so proud of that. And my dad said to me at a very young age, he says, mate, they pay our bills. Respect them, say hello, shake the hand, sign the autographs. And I've done that, and I hope I've honoured what he wanted me to do. But I'm just so grateful to guys like E.T., guys like Tapes, guys like, Glenn Hogan. Where's Hogs? Is Hogs here? He's got to be here. Like, just the great people that we were friends. We were family that made us who we were. Dean Treaster was, like when we lost one of our great friends just prior to a grand final, Benny Lysart. That was just so hard for all us young kids. But the Treaster family took me in at that time, and they said, you know what, we're here for you. My dad's like, you don't have to play. I'm like, no, I've got to play. And we played, we won that game, and we honoured Benny Lysart on that day. And I came here a boy as a 17-year-old kid. I left here a man. And it's because of guys like E.T., guys like Dan Staines, guys like Les Davidson, who taught us how to be men. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity to come here and represent this amazing club.
One more and then I'll let you go. I could listen to you all night, seriously. Caringbah, born and bred, black, white and blue, obviously in your DNA. And you mentioned that there was really no other club or crest or anything that would have stayed with you. And then you went on to the greatest sporting stages in the world. And you pursued those talents and you got the most out of yourself. But I guess a little bit of the Sharks went with you everywhere you did. How much did you carry with you? You mentioned that you were here a boy, you left a man, but a large part of this club and the people that went into it have stayed and imprinted on you forever.
I stood in front of our group of men that we went from 1994. And I said to them, I left Cronulla, and it was hard for me to leave Cronulla, and there was some issues, with my dad being the boss and me being his son, and I don't want to not acknowledge my grandfather because he was such a big part of my life. My dad was a hard man. Like anyone who knows him, he was a hard man, and it was hard for me to connect with him. And my grandfather was just such an integral part of my life at that time because he overarched my dad, and he helped me, and he kept me on the right path. And grandparents are so important, and that's why I just so want to be in my grandkid's life. I've got two, and you might not think that, but I made my father a grandfather at 40. My kids made me one at 45, and I love it. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. But I'm just so grateful for what my grandfather did for me, and he just kept me on the straight and narrow. But at the end of the day, it's the people that are closest to you that guide you, and they keep you keep you on the right path. And my wife right now, she wasn't with me at Cronulla, but without her, she was with me when my dad passed here. She stood with me and she hugged me the day that my dad was laying in the stairwell at Gerald Avenue. And I wanted to give up. I wanted to quit everything in my life. But she stood by me and she goes, no, this is who you are, and your dad wouldn't want you to leave this world. And to my wife Chloe, to my friends Gad and Mel who were in the crowd, who were all there at me at that time, to Craig and Kim, to Pig and Lauren, you can't make new old friends, but you can make great new friends. And that's what I've made when I moved to Queensland. And I'm grateful for the people that I've met and I've loved from Queensland. To Jace, to Billy, thank you for coming and being here tonight. You travelled, you're here to be here for me, but I just want you to know I'll be here for you for the rest of my life, and I love you, and I thank you, and I'm so grateful to be here on this stage tonight. I'm so grateful.
Well, congratulations, the extraordinary Matt Rogers.
It's quite incredible, the reinforcement tonight of what makes a great footy club. You're seeing it, you're hearing it. Thank you and congratulations, Matt Rogers.